Good morning. For all those people that want to find me, I ain't hard to find. I'm in Little Italy. I'm at the Starbucks every morning, 4:30, 5 o'clock, 7 days a week. Coffee with Shorty. Like I said, making a documentary ain't against the law. And it ain't work when you make it fun. So let's do Saturday morning. We call it Schoolhouse Rock. It's the power of the toilet. See, I found your Achilles heel. Baltimore's Achilles heel is that toilet and the campaign of public shame. Martin Luther King taught me about that, all right? Now, today I was giving classes, and this young man named Andrew from Wisconsin, he from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Ain't that ironic? This dude's name is Andrew. He from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, all right? His sister just graduated from the University of Maryland Law School, the Cary Law School. So I told his sister, if she want a job, come holler at me. I'll make her famous. And this is how we're gonna make Baltimore famous. Y'all made me famous for toilets. Y'all sat here and shitted on me. You took my property from me. You called me a terrorist. You did so many negative things to me, but I'm still standing. Revenge is a best served code, and success is the best form of revenge. I'm successful. I'm in the top 10, top 5 barbecue joints in Baltimore, and I don't even have a store. If you Google search Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue, Google search it. I've been in business for 29 years. This is my 29th year in business. Black owned, black operated, and my black leadership don't recognize my blackness. Ain't that some shit? So this is what I did. You can contact Spike Lee. Ask Spike Lee what happened when he came to town to Baltimore. He came to the library, the Enid Pratt Library. They snuck him in the back door. You talk to Governor Westmore. When Elsa Brooks had her thing down here on Guilford Avenue, he went in the back door. I'm an activist in Baltimore. I'm gonna meet you where you at. When I holler mic check, I shut shit down. When Charles Barkley came to town, ask him. Ask Pastor Dante Hickman. When I come into y'all's events, Fox 45 don't even do town halls no more. They have debates and they only have the candidates in the room. They don't have the people in the room. That's not a debate. That's propaganda. And this is what you call truth speaking to power. That's Malcolm Ruff. And y'all want to promote Malcolm Ruff to be a senator. No, he should not. Malcolm Ruff don't deserve to serve. See that date? That's February the 2nd, 2011 at 8:53 a.m. Malcolm Ruff was the state's attorney. He's an officer of the court. If you had knowledge of corruption, if you have knowledge of anything wrong, you're supposed to report that. You're an officer of the court to defend the people, to protect the people, not the machine. You worked for Scott Schellenberger and you protected Scott Schellenberger while you was in that office. When you got out that office, you still ain't said nothing. This happened in 2011. This is 2026. This is 15 years you've been silent. Silence is consent. These are our elected officials, all right? And each and every one of y'all got this. The Maryland Black Caucus, all right, got this. When Kathleen Pugh was the chairman. You feel me? That's how long you've been doing this. I told you what I was doing. I told you I was making a movie. And Embry's people know about it. You know what I'm saying? Making a movie ain't against the law. That's Michelle Alexander. She wrote the book, The New Face of Old Jim Crow. Man, if she can make a book, why can't I make a movie? That's Pastor Dante Hickman. If you go to Isabella Cummings, she got all this. Isabella Cummings got all this. That's Spike Lee when he came to town. All right? That's Spike Lee when he came to town. That's Senator Smith. That's Senator Sean Stinnett. The whole 90 days of session, Sean Stinnett let me put this in his office. So y'all knew what was coming. I told y'all through the legal lens. Know your rights, and I know my rights. That's Kwesi Mfume and Johnny Oleski and also Brooks. That's the Maryland delegation, except Andy Harris ain't in that picture. That's David Trone, and that's David Smith. That shows you how long I've been doing this. That's 2007. That's Shorty, the caterer, all right? Since 1999, all right? That's Senator Corey McCray. And like I said, it's the 90 days of session. The 2026 session, a documentary about our elected officials. Kwesi said investigate. Nobody investigated yet. You've been silent about this, and you know all about this because I told you the whole story. Racism don't work without black cooperation. We talk about public accommodations, discrimination in public accommodations, and that's right there. That's the Baltimore Sun. That's Ivan Bates. That's Natasha from the Public Defender's Office. All right. That's Marilyn Mosby and Tessa, and that's where I started this at, right here. Get Shorty on Falls Road. Get Shorty. 2006. 20 years a slave. This is the FCC. Because I'm going to hold all of y'all accountable. Fox 45, ABC, NBC, Richard Sher, all of y'all. That's the Lake County Board. Knowledge makes a man unfit to be a slave. That's David Trone. I'm a free black man. I took a negative and turned it into a positive. Local activist Duane Shorty Davis, famous for placing toilets around the town as a form of protest, has crafted miniature toilet ornaments. He uses these proceeds to feed the need. Yeah, y'all made me famous for toilets, so I'm gonna do it again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The end of session is over, all right? And we talking about being black in America. Yeah, that's Mayor Pugh, all right? That's how long I've been doing this. Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. And the movie is about our elected officials, all right, and how they represent us. That's what the movie's about. 90 days of session, 90 days of Shorty. And this is 1986 when I started this. 40 years a slave. All right, see the case? And you can read that, because this is the city that reads. Like I said, this schoolhouse rock. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Because I got a lot more to show you. This is through the legal lens, all right? So everything I did is legal. While y'all was playing checkers, I was playing chess. That's me and Devin Allen. That's Mr. Murphy. And that's my mother, Corrine Davis. Y'all locked me up, but I didn't get to attend her funeral. That's Nick from Starbucks. Ask Donnie Glover about it. Nick, Donnie Glover. I was doing open mic night at Starbucks. These are the people that wear the mask. You wear the mask, you got to put in the work. These are our legislators by district. And I make the documentary about each one of y'all for 2026. I'm not Emmett Till. I'm Shorty. I'm an activist. Remember that. Each and every one of y'all. District by district. Alright? District by district. We're on the same page now. Because this is Governor Westmore. And this is my letter to Governor Westmore. Dear Governor Westmore, this is my second letter to you. Governor Westmore has my intellectual property. He got everything I need for my freedom. You feel what I'm saying? He got everything I need. That's Pastor Jerome Stephen. That's Senator Cardin's right-hand man. You feel me? That's Tom Perez. You feel me? That's Dr. K, WEEA Radio. That's Chuck D. And that's the diary, the great race debate. You feel me? That's the diary y'all destroyed. And like I said, that's the prisoner's right. That's my prison ID. Yeah, parole and probation. That's me and Tawanda Jones. That's me and my daughters. That's Corey McCrae. That's Brandon Soderbergh. All right, and my toilet. That's Washington, D.C. Like I said, everything I did is documented. And man, Brandon Scott got all this. All right, so we're going to have a roll call. Adrian Jones, Bill Ferguson, Stephanie Smith, Attorney General Anthony Brown, Department of Justice Eric Barron, Mayor Brandon Scott, Scott Schellenberger, Ivan Bates, Chief Justice Mary Barbera, Judge Carrion, Judge Cox, Xavier Conway, the clerk of the court, and Judge Bell. Signed and dated, baby. The Making of Black America. All right? That's Steny Hoyer. And that's Commissioner Harris, 2023. Are we there yet? We on the same page now? We clear on the conversation. Ain't no law against making a movie. Y'all made Baltimore the wire. This is Baltimore Rewired, the money behind mass incarceration. And what I do in the light of day. I'm not a thief in the night. Y'all kidnapped me from my family. You stole me from my community. So I've been doing this in Starbucks for a while. I put a toilet out here yesterday morning. I put a toilet in Little Italy, and y'all got mad. So I found your Achilles heel. Your Achilles heel is the truth speaking to power. And the truth is about them toilets. So you see where I'm at. I'm where y'all money at. This is where y'all money at. Like we playing Monopoly. And y'all owe me. As long as you owe me, I ain't broke. And I ain't broken. That security sitting in the truck. We're at Homewood Gardens. Where they money at. I'm a political prisoner because of my politics. Your government has locked me up, charged me with terrorism, and they lost their case. So I'm down here in Harbor East. You see where I'm at. It ain't stealing when you do it in your face. And I'm doing this shit in your face. Signs everywhere. Signs. You got them signs and I made them mine. We're talking about public accommodations, Dr. K. We're going to occupy the courts. This toilet been here for a whole 24 hours, y'all. 24 hours, ain't nobody took it down. That's Kwesi Mfume. He asked for an investigation in 2023, ain't nobody did it yet. That's me and George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic. That's Judge Papaya, Judge Turnbull, Judge Souder, Judge Janae. All right? And it's all right here. All videos and legal material. Yeah, like I said, it's all right here. And the people see it. That's a Baltimore City truck. See that? That's me and Dick Gregory. False imprisonment, filming police. That's 2004. And that's Marilyn Mosby. And we talking about money behind mass incarceration. That's the Shorty program. That's Governor Schaefer. That's Sam Cassels. That's Vicki Lawrence. And that's the NAACP. All right, that's the NAACP. That's James Joyce. And that's... I ain't putting them on blast. They don't deserve the service. But you got, like, Baltimore City down here. 2 of their cars. Like I said, activism ain't terrorism. Art and activism, the art of protest. That's right there, so you can see it. See it? Toilet don't give you black, white, straight, or gay. Toilet take your shit every day. And I've been taking y'all shit for 20 years. You're gonna take mine for the rest of my life. This is documented, and it's a documentation. Scott Schellenberger did this. So y'all need to charge him. Y'all don't charge him, I'm gonna keep disrespecting y'all. You gotta look at it like this. In Chicago, it was called Operation Greylord. They sent dirty cops, judges, and lawyers to jail for the corruption. Well, they're gonna do the same thing here in Baltimore. Right there. That's James Joyce. That's one of Fox 45's property. He owned a lot of property down here in Baltimore. Fox 45 and Pataracas really run Baltimore. The money runs Baltimore. That's why I'm doing this shit down here where the money at. Now, if I did something wrong, they'd call the police and lock me up. They're not gonna call the police no more. They don't want that kind of problem. But like I said, that toilet out here, right here, and everybody get to see this. It's called potty training politician. It's that season. And I'm a seasoned individual. See my shit in the window? I'm outside and ain't nobody bothering it. So I guess I'm gonna call it a day now. I'm gonna leave that toilet down here for them to see. And they got plenty of people coming from the Hyatt, and it's that time of day. If it stayed there all day yesterday, it's gonna stay there today too. I really don't care. More toilets, more problems. More toilets, more problems. Did you enjoy your class today? Yeah. Potty training politicians. People pay attention to dumbass shit. Jesus had a cross. Martin had a dream. Malcolm got a gun. Shorty got a toilet. We all got our shit to deal with. Y'all made me famous for toilets, and I'ma run with that shit. Sign or die. 1, 2, 3. My steps for justice, and it ain't gonna be just us no more.